heck is a segundo volante? Well, today it is our... Okay, let me get this straight. Euro Cup 2 League Path 4th qualifying round first leg. I'm looking over here at OBS, and I should be looking over here at the screen the game is on. In the intervening week, since we played Trans Narva, or Narva Trans, JK Narva Trans, we beat Zagelbi 3-2, thanks to a Pavlovic goal in the 63rd minute. He had a hat-trick's worth of goals. They got a goal in the 89th minute. Looked the game closer than it really was. Pavlovic has been really good so far for this season. He's Golinski has been Golinski. He's got 2 goals in 3 games in the Euro Cup. He's got a goal and 2 assists in the Ekstraklasa. Pavlovic's picked up the slack there. We're playing St. Pat's Athletic. They are in the Irish Premier Division. They have not won it. They've always kind of finished 3rd. Have they won in the past? They won it in 2013. So they're a capable squad. I'm not taking them lightly. They're playing this... It's a 4-2-3-1, but it's 3 advanced midfielders. So it's going to be interesting to see how well our formation does. So what I'm going to do is double-check my best 11, set the reserves, and we're going to come back with our match against St. Pat Athletics in just a bit. And we are playing what I would consider to be our starting 11 for the season. Romano will go, Costa, Ivanko, Montserrat, Wistop as the defensive back forward for Kodesh, Vosh, and Poreba as the midfielders rather. Schaefer is the advanced midfielder. When Baez comes back, they'll probably be switching in and out. And Golinski and Pavlovic up top as the strikers. Who do I need to switch out here? I need to switch out Rybicki and get Muscala on. Brayback wants to get better playing time. Come the January transfer window, I'll move him if I need to. So we're trying something different. We're going to try the 3D today. We've got a really good computer for it. 2D is nice, but we'll see how it works. So we're playing in Ireland. It's a fairly big stadium. Montserrat, out to Wistop. Across the field to Voss, Wistop, Schaefer. Long pass, Golinski can't get ahead on it. It's knocked back and forth. Golinski's there, tries sending it in, can't. Pavlovic is there, and he does, and this game is moving a little bit too fast. And I got to switch some of the camera height stuff around. As soon as we get through with the reef play, Schaefer. Golinski tried crossing it in, couldn't. Pavlovic was able to get around the defender and just essentially soft shoot it in. Okay, next highlight, we're going to be futzing with the displays here. About 20 minutes in, we'll shot some encouragement to the guys, and Golinski's upset. Okay, now we got to switch some things around. Do I want TV or do I want director? You know, we'll keep it on director, see what happens. Wistop to Pavlovic. Voss. Poreba crosses it in. Golinski can't get it. Voss gets it back out to Costa on the left. He charges in and eventually gets the ball back after a slide tackle. Voss overruns the ball, gets it back out to Poreba. Poreba, Vukotic. Vukotic to Costa. Costa backheel pass, knocked away. He runs it down though. Voss for Golinski, got by the defender, just absolutely blasted in far post for his 4th goal of the season. There was no way the keeper was stopping that one. It was just a really nice pass into space. Watson kicked the ball away, but it was able to be recovered. Voss just into space. Golinski was well on sides there. There's some other teams in here. Leicester is in here. Gardens, Sevilla, Stoya Bucharest, Costa to Voss, back to Costa. He feeds Vukotic. Voss lofts it in, but Bone knocks it away. It goes right to Costa, though. I keep pronouncing it. It might be like the 5th time I've said his name differently. Voss, slide tackle. Poreba with the ball, feeds Schaefer. Schaefer avoids the tackle. He's got help. Instead, he's going to cross it in. Golinski's there, and he gets his brace. We were 3-0 up just before the half. A goal right before the halftime is just... It's essentially a dagger to the heart, especially when you're already down. Nice cross in. Golunski on the back shoulder of the defender there. Tell the boys I'm very pleased with your performance. Pareba to Wistop, who picked up a yellow. Okay, wasn't aware of that. Wistop, Pareba. Schaefer can't get a handle on it. Bone knocks it away. And that's the highlight. Coming up on 60 minutes here, we're probably going to make a change. They switched to a 4-2-4. We're going to get Wistop off and bring on Dumanchik. We're going to get Montserrat off, bring on Mihailovic. I'm going to leave Pavlovic on. Ivanko gets the ball to Costa. Golunski, Vukotic, back to Costa. Vukotic to Costa, back to Ivanko. To Costa, back to Ivanko. Vukotic to Voss. Costa, across the field, Pareba. Nice first touch. Feeds Golunski. Oh, just wide right. Watson out to Drakovskis. It's dispossessed by Vukotic. Golunski driving forward. Golunski still going. And right at Doherty. Throwing for St. Pat's. Feely. Knocked away. Golunski just bangs it out into space. Malin has it. Doherty. Long pass. Kabia's there. He kicks it wide right. Looked like he was offsides, too. Doherty with the goal kick. Dumanchik. Centers it to Golunski. Back to Vukotic. He cuts left. He's got help. Instead, he centers it. And Schaefer's there, but he pushes it wide right. It's a solid effort. It's been a really good game for us. 18 shots, 7 on target. Pavlovic with the goal kick. Through the box. Looks like it was knocked away, but I couldn't see by who. Pareba runs it down. Dumanchik. Voss. Pareba. Mihailovic. Voss in the center. Gets it to Pareba. Back to Voss. Across the field to Costa. I'm going to keep saying Costa. To Voss. Pareba. Dumanchik, back to Pareba, back to Dumanchik, all alone on the right. Crosses it in. Schaefer's there, hits the post, follows up, puts it far post. His first goal of the season. It's a solid effort. Nice follow-up on the carom. Man, look at some of these teams that are still in. Gee. With a 4-0 victory, thanks to a brace of goals by Golunski, a goal by Pavlovic, and a goal by Schaefer, we beat St. Pat's away, which is going to be very, very nice. And I hit the DPI button on my mouse. So we've got Warta Poznan, probably Varta Poznan here. I'll play that offline, and we'll come back for the home match against St. Pat's. So, an injury-free game, which I liked. Let's check the news, make sure no one's missing the game due to yellow cards or anything like that. That was really well done. And the other thing I'm interested in is only 3,000 fans. It's a bit of a bummer. So we're going to save the game here. We're going to play Warda offline, or Poznan offline. I should just call him Poznan. And we'll come back for St. Pat's Athletic at home in just a bit. Well, the good news is we got to scroll back here a little bit. We beat Warda Poznan 4-1 in front of almost 1,200 people. It was a really good game. Pavlovic a goal, Galinsky a goal, Monstrat a goal, Ivanko a goal. The bad news is Václav Vás is leaving. FC Bayern came in and tried lowballing me on an offer. It was $775,000 up front and then a bunch of add-ons and a friendly. He had a release clause of 3.8. Essentially what I ended up doing was getting 1.6 now, 1.6 in future fees, 40% of profits on the next sale, and arranging a friendly where I believe I can get them to come to Legia. Or to Lechia. Good gracious, Legia. Wrong city. So, probably the best young player on our squad. 4-star currently, 5-star potential ability. I really think he does have potential beyond this. If he's 20 years old, he'll go to Bayern, he'll be a star there, and then he'll move on for big money, and we'll get 40% of it. And I'm not going to say I'm okay with that. I would much rather he stay the entire season. I tried convincing him to stay until the transfer window, and he didn't want it. Okay, that's a bit of a bummer too. They recalled Muscala. I didn't even see anything about it, that they were unhappy. They just out and out recalled him. So we've got our home game against St. Pat's Athletic today. It's Romano and goal, Costa, Ivanko, Monstrat, and Wistop is the back four. Vukotic, Fox, and Sanchez as the midfielders. Schaefer is the attack midfielder behind Galinsky and Pavlovic. Once Voss leaves, I suspect Vukotic will move over and probably Chwoniash will come in. Actually, Chwoniash will go to deep line playmaker. So, yeah, I knew it was going to happen eventually. That's one of the reasons I signed him, was because I knew he had potential, and I knew we weren't going to be able to keep him. So, I'm going to say we got value for him. I mean, we came close to getting his release fee. I think at the end of the day, he is definitely going to be worth a heck of a lot more. What's up? Tavas. Not a huge crowd here today. Montserrat. Tavas tries sliding it in, but instead it bounces away. Dixon has it. Gets it back to Watson. Over to Smith. Long pass toward Malin on the left. Cuts inside. Takes the shot, but right at Romano. Nice save by the keeper. I suspect he won't be here much longer either. Costa. To Galinsky. Back to Costa. To Voss. Back to Ivanko. Voss also just got his first Romanian call-up. Ivanko to Costa. Back to Ivanko. Vukotic. Schaefer. Tackled, but the ball goes to Costa. Probably pronouncing that wrong. I know I said I'd pronounce it a certain way, and no, I'm not. Vukotic, Voss, Schaefer, Sanchez, and Doherty. A very nice save to push the ball wide left. Corner kick. Vukotic. Shorts it to Sanchez, who gives the ball away because Vukotic ran the wrong direction. Doherty. Costa has the ball down. Goes to Jarviskis. That was an interesting volley by Ivanko. Jarvinskis. Ivanko heads it down again to Vukotic. Costa. Jerkovskis. That's what it is. Jerkovskis. Desmond. Over to Malin. Costa heads it down to Romano. We're going to try a different angle here. Let's try TV. Costa. Vukotic. Up towards Galinsky, who got by the defender. And he pushed it just wide right. It was a good effort by Galinsky, but a little bit too much. Desmond to Rea, back to Desmond. Long pass, headed down by Monstrat to Voss. Sanchez to Schaefer. tries feeding Galinsky, but it didn't go far enough. Sanchez to Voss. Back to Sanchez. Up to Schaefer. Pavlovic to Sanchez. Vukotic feeds Galinsky. Oh, and a nice save by Doherty again. I'm reasonably sure that's his name, Doherty. Pavlovic. Sanchez tries banging it in twice and bounces it off a St. Pat's player twice. Out to Montserrat. Back to Voss. Sanchez loses the ball. Watson over to Dixon, who bangs it forward to no one in particular. Ivanko is going to run that down, and that's going to be the highlight. Sanchez crosses it into Pavlovic, who stops it from going out of bounds, gets it to Schaefer, who's dispossessed in the box. Wistop is there. Nice save, and was knocked out of bounds. It's been a really good game this time around. A lot of action. Tchaikovsky's. Oh, loses the ball. Pavlovic, Galinsky. Pavlovic pushes it just wide right. We are not making the most of our chances. XG says we should be at 1.61. Tell the boys I'm not happy, because I'm not happy. Costa on the throw-in. Vukotic to Voss. Crosses it in, knocked away. Watson. Back to Bone. Back to Tchaikovsky's. Ivanko heads it away, but it goes right back to Tchaikovsky's. To Ray. Dixon down to Watson. Over to Smith. To Watson. Back to Tchaikovsky's. Ray. Oh, Schaefer steps in, intercepts the pass, runs forward, gets it to Galinsky, takes the shot, puts it far post. His 7th goal of the season. An errant pass led to that. And 50 minutes in, we get our first goal. Galinsky putting us on the board. It was a soft pass. Schaefer stepped right in front of it. Galinsky from the top of the box with the right foot just powers it into the back of the net. Whew. Voss kicks it long. Bone gets it over to Doherty, who just bangs it away. Wistop's going to stop it from going out of bounds. He turns around and gets the ball to Sanchez, to Montserrat, back out to Wistop. Crosses it in, but Kelly's there. Montserrat stops it from going out of bounds. Centers it to Ivanko. Out to Wistop, back to Montserrat. To Ivanko. Voss with the ball. Sanchez. To Montserrat, to Schaefer. Pavlovic. Vukotic. To Voss. Dinks it in. Galinsky's there. And hits the crossbar. But Galinsky was offsides. Okay. Make a couple of changes here. We're going to get Sanchez off and bring on Pareba. I think that's all we're going to do for now. Costa from distance. Sends it in. Hits it too far. Doherty ends up with the ball. Holds it close. Sends it long. Costa. To Voss. Costa. Long pass towards Galinsky. He's dispossessed by Bone. Penalty. Didn't look like that harsh of a foul. Who's taking this? Vukotic. And he puts it left, and the keeper dove to his left. It's always confusing to me. Nice shot by Vukotic. Oh, jeez. Well, you only came out of nowhere. Costa again from, 5 yards beyond the D? Oh, that's Pareba. And it goes wide right. It's not even that late. It's only 10. Coming up on 80 minutes, Voss is a little tired, so we will go ahead and get him out, bring on Goncharov, who I'm fairly sure is an okay deep-lying playmaker. Not as good as Voss, obviously, but an okay deep line playmaker. Montserrat. Goncharov. Montserrat. Sends it long. Kelly steps in front of it. Costello takes the shot, pushes it wide right. Whew. And that is the match. With 2 additional goals, we beat St. Pat's Athletics 6-0 on aggregate. Do we know who we're playing next? Let's find out. The other thing I have totally forgotten to do. We should be okay here. Well, we received $2.92 million for the qualifying for the group stage. And we got our group stage draw, so let's see what's happening there. There's 3 days left in the transfer window. Unless someone comes along that just absolutely blows me away for the right amount of money, we're not going to be making any moves. I told Bravick he could leave. He wanted more playing time. I said, I just don't envision it for you here, but I'm happy. You know, you've been a great servant to the club. I'm happy to let you move. And he was thankful for that. I put him out there for transfer, and no one wants him. So we broke our consecutive wins record. This is Voss signing for Bayern for $3.2 million. It says group stage draw today. I've not seen a thing for the group stage draw. Hopefully that's coming up. I will say, though, this Euro Cup money is going to be doing wonders for our balance. Rosiak. Okay, Euro Cup 2 group stages. Seeded 4th for the draw. So the first teams are St. Gallen, Sevilla, Maccabi Tel Aviv, Feyenoord, Lille, Midtjylland, Sparta Prague, Rosenborg. Shamrock Rovers, AAB, Vorskla, Zlinia, Cracovia, AZ, Osijek, and Leicester. Maribor, Udinese, Djurgardens, Valor, Stoya Bucharest, Rio Ave, Sion, and Ararat Armenia. If I had to choose Group C or Group A, Group A against St. Gallen, Shamrock Rovers, and Maribor. Viitorul rounds out Group B, Nordsjælland Group C, Borac, Banja Luka. Must be a Serbian team. Oh, Bosnian team. It says right there, Bosnia. Jesus. Besiktas here. Aktobe. Yeah. 20.5 million. I know I've talked about Kazakhstan before, but man, they've got some. They got some good teams. They got some amazing budgets, and it's a mid-level player's dream. Dynamo Minsk rounds out Group G, and Dynamo Georgia or Dynamo Tbilisi from the Georgian National League gets to the group stage. Makes me wonder, where is Bakhmaro? They're not in the second league. They're at the top of the third league. It happens. Okay, so let's save this real quick. I think what we're going to do is come back for... We're going to skip the first Shamrock Rovers game. We're going to come back for... We're going to come back for Wisla Pulavi in the FA Cup first round and St. Gallen. Then we're going to skip the first Maribor game, come back for Maribor and Lech. Then do Shamrock Rovers in Woodzoo, then St. Gallen and Gornish. I'll try and play every team once on a live comm. But we're going to skip the Rakhal game here, so it's going to be Wisla Pulavi and St. Gallen. And that is the plan. So, some really good games. We are on a very good streak. Losing Vass, it hurts, I'll be honest, but I knew we weren't going to be able to keep him. I suspect he's one of the better young players on the team, and the fact that Bayern came in for him means they see something in him that I saw in him as well. The hope is that he develops really well at Bayern, moves up and on, and we get a ton of money in the long term for him. Finance-wise, the Euro Cup money is coming in quite handy. We've got $9 million in the bank. We've got $16,000 to spend on payroll and $2.2 million to spend on the transfer budget. And like I said, unless there's someone out there who absolutely blows me away and is better than anybody I have on the squad right now, or can improve the squad in such a way right now, frankly, if there's another Voss out there, which I doubt there is, we're not going to sign anybody the rest of this transfer window. So that said, we're doing well. We're moving onwards. We're moving upwards. We're getting our name out there. I suspect another good season. We may have some of the bigger teams and some of the bigger leagues coming for us. If not, I'm more than happy to stay here in Lechia and keep building the squad. So it's turning into a really good move for us. So that said, if you did like what you've seen and heard, please have a like, subscribe to the channel for more content. Questions, criticisms, comments, leave those down below. I will answer those as fast as I can. My name's FM Jellicoe, and I thank you for watching.